right?
goldfish.
I'm just a
crazy.
rebel.
Yeah. In the top hand side of the map, in the top right hand side of the map, the top hand side, I'm sure.
Top hand side.
I'm sure that somehow makes sense in some language. It is HyuN, formerly at what? Jesus, Taylor. It's HyuN.
And spawning in the bottom left hand side of Dust Towers, we have representing CM Storm, it is Polt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And opening pretty standard. Both of them so far, nothing out of the ordinary. Not that this is one of the most standard maps as well.
Yep. Polt's going for that 16 racks. I wouldn't. Where's the gas? Well, maybe he's going gasless.
So this could be a Rax expand, most likely. That's what it's going to be. And HyuN going also gasless so far. We'll see if he decides to take the gas and when he does. But
pretty old school build.
From Polt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not uncommon on this map because the natural is so easy to secure. Even Command Center first is kind of common on this map. So HyuN, regardless, is going for the very quick gas. We saw him do this in his previous series. And I think that Polt might have been watching that previous series. This is definitely an advantage from Polt as far as openers go, in my opinion, because HyuN's not really going to be able to utilize the link speed that he gets for anything really, since Polt is not even going to be trying to move out on the map with even one Reaper.
Unless it's roaches.
Unless he does a roach attack, but even then, it's he would be attacking up a ramp.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
Or the Ravager or something.
So I think it's most likely going to be link speed. For HyuN, and again, I don't see much of a use for link speed, so I hope he proves me wrong. But for the most part, I think he'll just have link speed and not be able to do much at all, except maybe try to scout and sneak in with one of his links to try and check what Polt is up to. Now Polt is going for the double gas to catch up in that regard.
Yeah, if you go for a single gas, you can slightly tech up while getting a third command center, but I figure he wants to go into a 1-1-1 before they're adding on that third.
Yeah, great sense by HyuN, by the way. Look at the Overlord patterns, very unusual. And he actually didn't go all the way to Polt's main to try and scout the barracks. Polt is looking for the Overlord of HyuN, but he's not going to have any success with that. And HyuN is moving the Overlords in a very safe pattern so that Polt doesn't get any snipes if Polt opened with Marines instead of Reapers. HyuN indeed is opening with a link speed, which again I think is going to be kind of useless. So I would have much rather seen him go gasless and try to get an advantage like that. But maybe he was anticipating more than one Reaper for some reason. Again, this is not a great Reaper map, and that's why I like gasless or delayed gas. Where HyuN went for a hatch gas pool, and I don't think that he's gonna get much of a benefit from that.
Yeah, and he's gonna go. I wonder what his starport choice will be. It could be a Liberator. But drops are actually pretty good on this map too, just because you can leapfrog or go back and forth from the third or the natural and the third. But it looks like it's just gonna be Hellions. It looks like Hellion Banshee, but Polt's been known to use the Tech Lab to get quicker stem and just go for a medevac instead, or a Liberator instead of going Cloak Banshee. But he might go Banshee just in case, knowing HyuN is a Roach player. Just for safety, like a Cloakless Banshee for defensive purposes.
Indeed.
But yeah, we see that.
He's getting the stem though.
Yep.
So
this could be Hellbat timing actually.
It could be Hellbat timing, yeah, with a medevac, but no, it's a Viking first.
Okay.
And of course, what Vikings do is they're gonna clear the way, and then that makes and empowers medevacs later on.
For drops.
For drops, yeah. So the circuit player has to be a lot more on alert after the Vikings, and of course, potentially get supply blocked or something along those lines. We'll see if Polt is able to find those Overlords and when he's able to find them. In the meanwhile, he's going to be moving out with his first 4 Hellions and potentially QXE Hellioing, or maybe just looking to deny or delay.
Is it QXE Hellion? Isn't it too?
I mean, he would have moved in. QXE Hellion is just yellow Hellions.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's just sitting here for now, so probably just looking to deny the creep spread from HyuN for this for the time being. One Overlord goes down, and he's gonna find the second one without much trouble.
Must suck to be an Overlord.
I think it'd be fine.
I mean, you get poked in the butt by rockets or lasers.
You can't really run away.
Yeah, you just kind of. I guess you're more like a jellyfish, right? Or Overlord's like.
You're kind of You're pretty much a jellyfish. A jellyfish.
YOLO fish.
A yellowfish. Wow.
Oh, it could be yellowfish, like those suiciding overlords.
Yeah, and looks like this might be a Hellbat follow-up. I don't know that this could be mech, but a lot of castles are being taken right now. But I mean, there's
Well,
stim
the double
and
eBay, yeah.
But
It could
yeah,
have been
what's
the
the armory
hybrid.
for? Is it just for
Yeah,
the
Hellbats.
follow-up upgrades or
Hellbats
something?
do pretty decently okay against roaches. When
If
they
the
get
roaches
nice and
don't
close.
micro.
Yeah. But HyuN is a great roach player, so I'm sure he will micro
The
it
creep spread
almost
is
as fine.
pretty far out there as well.
I don't like how Polt's pushing to the main like this. He is gonna pick off an extract. Oh, that's why. It's because he wasn't even gonna morph him into Hellbats. He was just gonna.
Yeah, absolutely. he's just going for the run by
Oh, he
and
does
getting
get
a
good.
lot done with this. All the Hellions will fall down, but 11 workers killed
Oh,
already
if he
for
gets the
Polt.
halves, that'd be huge.
And it looks like he
That'd be
will.
huge.
There's no transfuses whatsoever. Oh, one transfuse available here. Is it going to be enough?
Mom
No
spaghetti,
transfuse. Not
no.
even attempted. Not even attempted by HyuN. Mom spaghetti indeed. So HyuN in a terrible position right off the bat. Great moves by Polt there. 11 drone kills, and most importantly, the hatchery.
And an overlord.
Actually, I think that he's gonna be mining just fine for now on the 2 bases that he has remaining. If we look at the
But the
income,
production is the biggest part, right?
actually the income is double for Polt.
I
Yeah, the mules don't fall down.
mean, also like the production. Losing a hatch like that, you lose your larva, potential queens and whatnot. But Polt's in a great
Mostly
position.
whatnot.
The very interesting part is that he got the armory and he didn't really do anything with it. I thought he was gonna make Hellbats, but he just decided to run those Hellions in there.
Yeah, maybe he decided to go for the armory before he saw the roaches, or for this. I mean, he is getting the upgrade for tanks potentially, so yeah, that's probably why he got the armory. That makes a lot more sense now. He will snipe another overlord.
Yeah. Polt's in a fantastic position right now.
You think so?
Yeah, like super fantastic.
Super duper.
Yeah.
And he's
Well,
continuing
he
to
might be
harass
able-
with his medevac, and he will continue and be able to do so until mutas are out, which will be never. So infestors and queens will have to do the trick for the time being. Maybe spores wouldn't hurt for HyuN, who is already hurting for money. So it's gonna be really difficult to make it work. But at the same time, if he is able to get enough infestors and ravagers,
He can-
that combination of fungal plus corrosive pile can
Yeah.
be pretty much clear.
It's unforgiving.
It's
Because
very
if you get fungal, you pretty much will just get biled, and then you just lose the units.
Literally.
Literally, actually, literally.
Taylor says so much. Taylor says literally so much that when he actually means literally, he has to say actually literally.
But yeah,
oh my god, that's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff.
Need to throw some defensive biles to slow down this push, but he chooses not to, and that's a little bit strange. But Polt is going to be able to clear all of this creep. So much work that HyuN put into this creep is going to just go down the drain. However, it will slow down Polt's push, who is just looking to check if HyuN for the time being has a 4th base, but you know, after losing his main, he's just not gonna. And this is where HyuN either dies or turns the game around into a potential even game if he is somehow able to stop this. We'll see if he can. He doesn't have that much in terms of army. He's gonna have to land some fantastic corrosive bows in order to make this happen. However, he might have the concave. I don't think this is great positioning by Polt.
No, he should work around and use the split. Use that little concave that HyuN's just going through right now. HyuN, I don't know what he's doing.
He's looking to cut reinforcements.
Yeah, oh, the infestors, I mean, they don't get a great hit off, and actually the medevacs will...
If HyuN can engage before the reinforcements for Polt arrive, that'll be great. If
The
the
concave's
reinforcements
gonna go in,
arrive, that's
Polt's-
going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And Polt baiting the engagement, I'm not sure if this is the best idea because his reinforcements are not yet here, and by the time they arrive, it's going to be too late. This army's going to be gone. So a big misstep from Polt there, trying to force out the engagement, but is it going to matter? He still has the
did kill the
reinforcements now, but
infestors.
yeah, he did kill the infestors. Oh, the text, the corrosive belt. Oof, close. But yeah, HyuN actually holds. And I think if Polt had just waited for the reinforcements to arrive before baiting the engagement, or at least for the reinforcements to be a little bit closer, that would have been a much more decisive, potentially game-ending fight. But as it stands, HyuN lives to tell the tale. However, 30 supply behind, so not in a great position, but still he has the combo of
and
potential fungal plus corrosive bile.
Polt's like just constantly building command centers. He actually scouts the 4th base, which is enticing him to move out. He's even not even sieging up these tanks until the very last minute, which could have been like, it could have bit him in the butt if he actually,
wow, 3 of them
decided
picked
not
up for
to.
free actually. So great job by HyuN there. We'll see if he is able
50 lings in
to somehow
production.
turn things around. Lings are gonna help out a lot against this many tanks.
Oh, the infestor fungals
Oh
would
my
be huge!
gosh!
That's actually
pretty decent
pretty
fungal,
decent,
but
yeah.
it could have been a little bit better. And the Lings doing so much. Great fungals. This could turn the game around.
Oh
Corrosive
my
Vials
gosh.
going down on all the medevacs, but not the tanks. Still, the tanks are most of them are gonna fall.
Lings are going to close the distance.
3 of them are gonna be able to be saved
Wow.
by this medevacs. But wow,
Yeah.
HyuN sticking in the game somehow, some way. Still 40 supply behind though. The macro of Polt.
You like hype him up and then you're like, oh,
I mean, the
engagements
engagements
are
good.
amazing.
He's just behind
yeah.
consistently in terms of economy. So
But yeah, I mean,
if he gets to ultras and he has the hive almost completed by now, he will stand a chance, as mostly Polt doesn't have many tech labs or any production that's not marines, and just a single factory for the time being. His upgrades are fantastic, however, and these 2 medevacs are looking to deny that 4th. If they manage to do so, then that'll probably be lights out for HyuN. So
Yeah.
we'll see what
that
he's able to accomplish here.
the 3-3-3 is just so strong with Marine Tank, and like
However,
you said,
on the flip side, this medevac's getting caught out and off position could be.
it's gonna
pretty
pull
terrible
HyuN
for
away.
him.
Like
It
HyuN
will.
has to address this, and I don't think he actually can. Funny enough, Polt's making double Thor or triple Thor production.
I don't know that he saw the... Oh, great corrosive vials here. Kill all of the medevacs, and the tanks go down as well. But this double drop in HyuN's natural base might be doing too much. HyuN, quick on the reaction, pulls out the drones. This is the hive. He does... or the.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
it's going down
that's-
so quick.
And the 4th is going to go down too. It looks like this might be lights out for HyuN. He's going to get the fungal and be able to clear this army out. But is that going to be enough? I really don't think so. The Ultra Cavern has been started, however, but yeah, losing this
He
one
has
is
like no
just-
money for ultras though, and
Yeah.
if the ultras do come out, they will have no upgrades. And yeah, ultras without the chitinous plating pretty much are just like HOTS ultras, and they're not really that strong. Like tanks with +3 attack totally destroy them.
For sure.
But yeah, Polt's taking his 5th now, and
Thor's being added as well. Anticipating the Ultras. Thors are going to be pretty good against Ultras because they have such high damage output
and they're
that
tanky.
the armor is not... yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah, they're yeah.
for sure. But yeah, the damage output is the main thing. It's their damage output is so high that it negates to a great extent the armor of the Ultras, right? Because they still take massive damage from each shot. So...
Oh, and I mean, Polt is like he's not picking up his medevacs with the siege tanks, and I have no idea why. Probably just like, I don't know, maybe it's
I think
laziness.
he's mostly focusing on the macro because he hasn't slipped on the macro for the majority of the game at least. He's floating a little bit of money here and there, but just he's been doing a really good job of reinforcing and always keeping ahead in supply, even while taking ineffective engagements. Just snowballing essentially of a great lead that he got early on by doing as much damage as he did with the drops and the HyuN run by. So
Yeah,
kind of
double
splaining
drop
and 3
into the
ultras
natural
are
though
coming
of
out.
HyuN, and this will go uncontested. 1 drop in each base. This is actually going to go really well. The Marines are actually going to shred a lot of the Zerglings and the drones just because they have those upgrades of 3-3.
And believe it or not, I would really like HyuN. I mean, he's dead. But I would really like for him to, in this position, in a similar position where he's not dead. If they're both maxed and Polt has this many Thors in his army, I would really consider Neuroparasite in positions like this, because turning the Thors against the Terran is a pretty big swing, especially when you have Ultras and the Thors are going to be the biggest threat to the Ultras. So, yeah. Ultras can destroy
HyuN's
the
trying
Marine
to be
positions.
cute with these Ling run bys, trying to like make Polt go back, but PF there's gonna solve that problem. Thor's coming in, lots of amounts of Thors, and honestly, I think the Thors themselves can just finish this game.
Just lots of mounts of Thors, so yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty much game.
really well played from Polt with the HyuN run by into the 3rd. Got a lot of damage done, and picking off that hatchery, just getting, just putting a dent in HyuN's economy and production was just too much of a lead for HyuN to recover.
Yeah, absolutely. So GG is called, and Polt will be taking the 2nd game in the series. And just give me 1 second to try to sort this out. Where is HyuN?
Hope you guys are enjoying the cast. It's